Hey folks, Vic here with an end of week scalping video, and I'm capping this off on Thursday, April the 1st, just because it's Good Friday tomorrow, April the 2nd, and it's going to be a holiday for most of us. And happy Easter to everybody. We had another stellar week of scalping, lots of setups, and I'm seeing more and more members participating, which is great. I mean, that's what it's all about. In this video, I've strung together all the trades this week, Monday to Thursday. So, rather than bombard you with videos every single day, you can binge watch them all in one sitting if you like, okay? I hope you're enjoying seeing these Forex Scalp trades. If you are, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up by hitting the like button. And just a big thank you to all those who have been doing that, who have been liking these videos. I really appreciate it. It helps our rankings on YouTube, and then hopefully we can reach more people who are interested in our trading approach. And if you're not already subscribed, there's a subscribe button at the bottom right as you watch the video. So you can just click on that, and then be sure to also click that little bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put out a new video. Okay, here are the trades. Hey folks, Vic here, and just going to show you a few more scalp trades. First of all, thanks to all those who attended our webinar last week and who ended up joining our CC scalping service or our day trading academy that's run by Darko. I really appreciate it. Great to have you with us. And yeah, we look forward to helping you develop with your trading. Here's a few more scalp trades. These are from Monday, March the 29th, 2021. These are all trades that happened around the key scalp levels on the 9 pairs that I post for our members every day. Okay, or some of them were taken on other pairs that they themselves, like that the members themselves, have learned to identify and trade around. And I got to tell you, I love it when members start to find levels and trade on their own. That's what it's all about. It's just very gratifying to see traders developed. Anyway, yeah, here we go. Let's have a look. The euro yen actually had 2 setups today, which is kind of interesting. But you can see, like, we're in this uptrend. The first thing you want to do is get your trend bias in the right way. The weekly is heading up, of course, but so is the daily. We're just pulled back. It's a pullback in an uptrend. And so it's important that you identify what you mean by trend, and we have a specific way of doing it. And anyway, on the daily chart, this is a level right here that we're very interested in, because this was a very strong move away. And then on Friday, price broke above here, had a breakout, and we're thinking, hey, if it comes back to this level of support, what do we got? So we go down to our entry time frame, and we had a really good adjusted 4-hour level to buy it. Because we always, like, this is the daily chart I just showed you, the daily level, but we can adjust them a little bit by looking at the 4-hour chart, and it was right here. So the buy was down at 128.90-ish, that area. I needed a 14 pip stop, no problem, didn't come close. And up it goes like this. Really nice move up. It ended up, of course, you get your 14 pips out of it. You could even still be in this trade, because this is an uptrend. So I mean, trade management is it's good to be more specific to each person. Everybody has different risk tolerances and that kind of thing. So it's the initial part of trade management that's really important. Setting your stop and knowing when to get your risk out of the trade and that kind of thing. After that, it does become more discretionary. It always will be that way. So that was that one, and then later on, we had all of this price action in here was another trade. This was the advanced momentum trade that I showed in the webinar, and that buy ended up being right down here. Actually, it was at 129.10. Right, it was just almost the bottom of this thing right here, and there is discretion about where you get in on these ones. Okay, so there's a real simple way of getting in that I know that when Darko introduced us, the way that he likes to trade it, and that hit it to the pip and up it goes. The 14 pip risk was taken care of pretty quickly. The risk is out of it, and now it's a matter of waiting to see what it does from here. You can hang on to it because we're in an uptrend on the overall higher time frames or whatever. And just because we're primarily looking for a buy on the euro yen, right? Because the higher time frames are still trending higher. You see how having that bias is very, very helpful. The British pound, Japanese yen. This is another one in a really big uptrend, having a little pullback here, nothing serious, but it's still heading up, same as the weekly, obviously. So on the entry time frame, there was this pullback into here. This is a 4-hour adjusted level. You could have actually made a case for buying at this first level here because it was a good 4-hour level as well. The way that we manage a trade, you would not allow this to become a losing trade. No way. Okay. Next level down is this one. This is a better level as far as, or not, I shouldn't say a better level. It's another really good strong 4-hour level as well. And then this is the move up on this one. So that's a pretty hefty move. It needed a 20 pip stop on this one. And then this, but it got up by 115 pips up here. So obviously the risk is out of it. And, you know, again, trade management, I mean, you could still be in it. You could have taken some profit, whatever. There's different ways to manage these things, okay? Just pointing out the setups is what I want you to see. Aussie US dollar. Yeah, I've been talking about this trend being more negative than anything for a long time now on the daily chart. So if you look at this daily chart, pretty obviously that's a good level of support, isn't it? You see, price went up from there, and so when it broke it and came down to this level, which was from here, by the way, it comes back up. We're interested in selling it up here, all right? And this one was hit right up in here, about the 76.50-ish area. We needed an 11 pip stop. Some members took that one, and you could still be in this one because, you know, I mean, once you're short up here, the stop was never hit, and you got your first target as it came down here. And again, you could still be in this. There's no reason to be out of it, even with a break even or stop at your entry, because the higher time frame daily chart is heading down. Okay, and that was it. There was more trades actually. Here's one. I'll just show you this quickly here, and I don't have the numbers for it, but this one was one that was taken. You see how we broke out of this level on the daily chart, and one of the members was that took this trade saw the breakout, and he wanted to buy the pullback, and the pullback was to this level this level here, because right now it's just a wick, right? You see this wick here? That's because I'm recording this before the day is done. At one point this was a very strong breakout, and you saw that and you go, oh, I'm going to buy a pullback, and he bought it on the 15-minute chart. He bought it right down in here somewhere. Okay, I don't have his number, his 4-hour chart number or not, but that's where he bought it, and he got up. I know he said he had locked in 65 pips on this one. Pretty nice trade on that one as well. So you can see there's lots of trades. There was another couple of trades that some other members took that all ended up positive as well, which is a nice way to start off for your Monday. Anyway, I'll cap it at that. Hope those are helpful, and we'll get some more videos recorded for you. You can keep an eye on these. Thanks so much. Okay, folks, these trades, I'm going to combine 2 days. This is going to be March 30th and March 31st, Tuesday and Wednesday. And I'll just show you some trades that set up on this day, on the March 30th. So on the Aussie yen pair, we've come up to this level of, this is overall in an uptrend, by the way. So this is a counter trend trade, and you can trade counter trend as long as you have the proper factors in your favor. This is a good level of resistance. Look how price moved down very hard from here. So we then combine that with the 4-hour chart to find a good level that gives us a good trade entry, and that was right here over. This is the prior day right here. Okay, just sort of in late Asia, one at 84.27. So this stop, this just needed a 15 pip stop. It made more than 15 pips here, so we can either take some profit or at least get the risk out. And what a nice move down that was. That ended up being quite a good move. You never know with counter trend trades. Okay, some people are not comfortable taking them. If you are, this is what can happen. You can also get stopped out. I mean, there's no right or wrong. It did hit it again the next day here, which is today as I'm recording this, March 31st. But we prefer to take it the first time it hits it. And but even then, it just still would have been another profitable trade. But then it came back up, and after that it would have just fizzled out. Would have been a very small profit. But in any event, we would rather just take these first time backs like this, and then nice move down here. The other one was on the New Zealand yen pair on March 30th, and this pair has been in an uptrend, so we're kind of thinking about buying. And what it did, you see this level of support right here, where price moved up really strong from here. Well, on this day, this is yesterday, the 30th, this wick was actually, at one point, was a nice bullish candle. We'd had a breakout. Okay, so we're looking to be a buyer at this, down at this level. And if we go down, and there's a good level on the 4-hour chart, down here on the lower left. And on the 15-minute chart, let's just see what that looked like on a 15-minute chart. It was right here. And you can see it's a really good level of resistance and support in here. So when price comes down, we would just buy it right here, okay? Buy it right there with a 15 pip stop. Well, I want to just zoom this in a bit here and show you something. This hit here, but it didn't, it just kept bouncing around in here. This is a bad sign, okay? We never, after a certain amount of time, you just want to remove the risk. Take a bit of profit, move your stop to entry, do something, but don't, just don't leave it alone. And it turns out it didn't do much anyway. It just fizzled here, and later on, this is all hindsight now, but at the time, this is not what you want to see. Okay, so that's a break-even trade, we'll call that one. On the 31st, which is today as I'm recording this, let's have a look at a couple. So the euro yen, this had a counter trend trade because the trend is up. This is a pullback in an uptrend right here. This is a pullback. It's going up. And same as the weekly chart's heading up. We just use it for kind of, overall market reference. And when it hit this level here, this is the resistance level right here. When it hit that level, it was also a really good 4-hour level. And so the level on the 15-minute chart was right here at 129.88, which hit it to the pip. Unbelievable. And it had a nice move down here, enough to get the risk out and or take some profit, which we recommend to do when you're up 1-to-1 with your risk. And then it went back up, and you're going to end up getting stopped out of it. So it didn't amount to anything. Counter trend trade, so you never know. But it was able to pick up a little bit of profit with the trade management. And finally, we had this one here that maybe you saw this one that I put this out. I actually recorded this one live before it even got filled. And I told everybody in our scalp room that this level, right, see this old support here how it held again, and price had come down, broken below it, and rallied up to it. On the 30th, look at this negative pin bar reversal there. That's negative. So I want to try to be a seller in here, right? So I want to sell it back at this level with an adjustment made using the 4-hour chart and on the 15-minute chart. This was a great trade. I mean, I'm glad a lot of our members got this one too. Here was the sell right up here at 7025. It went, you know what the high was? 7025.7. Sometimes we miss them within the spread, but so, we feel just fine that we get a little bit of good luck once in a while too. And then here was the move down, great move. And then, yeah, scaling it, it still made 2-to-1, even just down into this level here. And it's still, you could still be holding this trade. Okay, so yeah, there's a couple more good scalps. Trade management is everything on well, in any kind of trading style, but particularly with these. So yeah, hope those make sense, and we'll leave it at that. Thanks. Okay, folks, and these trades set up on April the 1st. There were 6 of them, believe it or not. They just, like I've always said, they set up so frequently. So I'll run through them here. There was initially a loss on the Aussie US dollar. This has been in a downtrend, so we were looking to sell it. And there was a really good level down here on the daily chart. You see this level, that's a really good level. Look at all the support in there. And then it broke it. This wick was actually a very negative candle at one time, and so we were thinking, breakout short. It never hit an opposing level, which would stop us from taking the trade, but it didn't hit it. Yeah, so we're looking to sell it, and we used there was actually a good coincidental level with the 4-hour right here. That was the sell, and you can see it went straight against us. There was actually another level up here on the 4-hour that you could have used that instead. It didn't matter. It was a loss no matter what. It just kept going straight up. That happens. It's trading, right? EJ, Euro Yen. This is a bullish pair. We're looking for a buy on it. So what we had is a breakout on it. You can see let me just show you on the daily chart here. This level is the one we've been watching, and it broke out today. See this breakout? So intraday, what it did on the 15-minute chart is it broke out here and started, establishing above the line here. So the pullback buy was right into here. This is right around the just after the London Open, and right in here. And actually, the trade's still going on. So that one's been a really good trade as well. The New Zealand yen pair. Geez, I've been talking about this as a bullish pair for such a long time because it is the weekly and and the daily are up. Some people think this is a downtrend. No, this is a correction to an uptrend. So when you learn how to read advanced market flow properly, which Darko introduced to everybody, you'll know that this is actually still in an uptrend, and of course the weekly is as well. So this level here on the daily chart is a really good level right there. Look at the movement off of it. So we want, and then price broke through it like this. So now that becomes an interesting level, and it's also a really good 4-hour level because we match those together. And the buy was right here, and it needed a 76. Pardon me. The buy on that was 76.95 ish, 96, and then the stop never got touched on it. And look at this move up. It's just been a beauty. It's still going. So that's what can happen with these little scalps. Same as on the New Zealand US dollar pair. This has been negative today, or pardon me, for a while now, not just today. But we're at this level of weekly, pardon me, of daily support. Now, when I post my levels for everybody, I let them know, look, there's a good level down here that's also a good, matches up with the 4-hour level. This is a counter trend trade though. You may not be comfortable taking it. Don't take it. For those that want to take those kind of trades, on the 15-minute chart, there was the buy right there. It was perfect. And this actually made a move right to the opposing level up here for 65 pips on an initial 11 pip risk. I mean, even if you scaled out of it, it's a 3.5 to 1 reward risk. You know, unscaled, it's over 6 to 1, but that's fine. Just scaled like that. In the webinar last week, I introduced another concept that Darko has come up with called advanced momentum trade, and this Aussie yen pair set up over here perfectly. This is a level of old support resistance, and see how price broke through it. So all of this price action here is exactly what we want to see for an advanced momentum trade. The sell was right here. No kidding, 84.17. This is at least the way that Darko likes to sell it. Needed a 12 pip risk. And, you know, obviously came all the way down. Lots of profit. This was up 74 pips, actually, at one time. Okay. It is in an uptrend, though, so you got to keep that in mind. Don't get too greedy with it, you know. But so find a good level. You know, we use opposing levels. Like you can see it on the 4-hour chart over on my lower left. There's a good level here. There's actually a good level here as well. Nothing wrong with taking profit there. You know, the fact that it went down further is great, but that's complete hindsight. There's no way you would know that. And finally, we had another trade on the British pound US dollar pair. And this one is also in a general uptrend. It's correcting, but we were looking to sell it at a very good level right here on the, which is a daily and 4-hour adjusted level, right at 138.22. Needed a 13 pip risk. And left alone, it actually made way more than 13 pips, so it was a profitable trade no matter what, and then it went up and you get stopped out. When we were in this trade, because of the sentiment of the day, and I just told everybody, look, when it came back down to this level here, like this is a 4-hour level, this is a daily level, I actually removed risk from the trade. I don't normally like to do that, just because of the circumstances were a bit unique in this case, and I did, and we got stopped out for break even. Then it went down and made enough to get a profit out of it, which is equal to your initial risk. And then it went up and you would have got stopped out anyway. But so I just want to be clear about that we broke even on it. Had it been left alone, it would have been slightly profitable. Okay, there you go. That was for Thursday, April the 1st, 2021. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks. And happy Easter, by the way, to everybody. Thank you. So there you go. As you can see, there are certainly lots of opportunities, right? So, you know, if this kind of trading is appealing to you, yeah, you know, take a look at joining our community that I know you'll really enjoy being part of. It's just really a great group of people. I wish you all a very happy Easter. I hope you're getting some family time or time with loved ones. I know it's kind of tough to do that in many places. So at the very least, I hope you're able to get some time off. Okay. Despite what's going on these days, you know, we still have so much to be grateful for. Okay, thanks again, everyone. Take care.